Need to have ominous music because that would be funny. And, oh, and Lavender, hi Lavender, brought hot cocoa and chocolate chip cookies. And just by the way, if you are new to us, again, say hi, tell us where you're from. Feel free to give a weather report. It's rainy and, stuff here, but that's okay. Um, and again, if you're, new to Zentangle or just new to us, and just quickie housekeeping, we use the chat. Oh, that's just say for if you're new or newer to us, jump right into the chat. We like to have fun in the chat, but I will make sure I do keep an extra eyeball on the chat when we're doing Tough Tangle Tuesday, because just in case I need to go back, start over, or whatever. So feel free again to use that and have fun with it. Okay, because we want you all to feel part of the fam, which you are. Okay. And feel free to put in your order for any of the virtual yummies that have been brought to us, because that's what we do. All right, let me share what we are doing today. And where is my version of this step up? As I said, it's one of those. Let me get it really quick, and then I will share my screen. Let's see who is blowing up my phone. Okay. So, in my way. Okay, very good. And so I'm going to share my screen. We're going to talk through it, and then we will just go and have fun, however you want to have fun with this. All right. So we're going to do Noodle Board today. And if you thought that this might look, let me, actually, I should just make sure that somebody isn't trying to get on that can't. All right. It looks similar, and I'll put the link in there in a moment. It looks similar to this Octos that we did last month. Whoops, sorry. I just decided I want to move things. Octos, which, I mean, is constructed completely differently, but kind of has a similar-ish result. Actually, the one we're doing almost looks a little bit more complicated. Oh, good. Well, hopefully you will like this one too, Lavender. That's always it's like, okay, hopefully they like this. Oh. All right. So, did I put this in? No. So here is, let me do this better. Sometimes when I do it from mine, it doesn't work. All right. So this is from CZT Lisa Ann Douglas. And it's a 4-square version and kind of different. And then we'll throw some tips in there. And then here is my version. And what I decided to do, thank you, Donna. Thank you. I got nervous, and hopefully when after Jen asked the question, that then when I kind of backed up, that helped extra. So what I decided to do from Lisa's, because she starts out with the 4-square and just goes to town, but I found myself like really having to struggle. It's okay, what's the next? Especially like in this step. It was really the step 4 that I was like going, wait, I wasn't following. So that's usually when I say, all right, let's take this apart a little further. So what I decided to do is to just focus on one of the squares first. Okay, and taking it only up to what would this be in on Lisa's, it takes us up to step 3, just so you know. All right. Oh, thank you, Lavender. Thank you. So in each box, you put a little dot in the middle, just kind of, middle-ish, marking the middle. And then we're going to make a big Y. And don't do it yet on your thing, because we'll wait till we get to after these first 4. So then you'll put a Y. And then on the left-hand side, this where it's open, I started from the bottom here and drew up. And so I went bottom, middle-ish in this section and just drew a line up and then stopped as soon as I hit another line. And then, you could do step 3 and 4 in the, obviously do it one right after another, but when you're doing it in the grid, you certainly could. But then right from where that ends, Oh, thank you, Deb. I thought I just changed that. Um, no, actually, I
I got
wonder
it.
if no, on my website though, I
Oh, your
wonder
website.
if there is a delay. Donna used the website. I had it that way earlier on accident. Oh, but you know what? All right. I think I know what I did. Ugh. But I'll fix that in a minute. Um, so and then like I said, right from where that line ends, then just draw a line straight-ish across. And then we'll use this as a fragment. And so starting with like just going this far in your grid, and this is with the upper left, do all of the steps. Well, I actually let me back up a moment. So I did it just showing the Y shape so you could see it without it being too eyeball confusing. Oh no, wait, that is right. Because I'm okay. It is right on there now, or at least maybe 10 minutes before. I'm seeing the link up there. Okay. Phew. All right. So using the Y, and you can kind of set that up first, and then turning your tile counterclockwise or to the left, and then always working in the upper left hand box, and you just do the same thing over and over again until you have no more boxes, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does, but you're just going to keep turning it, and then it should look just like this, having turned it that way. And then you could come back and do this step 4 in those, and same idea. Start at, upper upper left box, and draw that line part way up, or I mean starting from the middle of that section up to the line and then over, turn, rinse and repeat. Okay, then from there, and it might be easier when I actually do it, but from here, looking at the center line here, um we're gonna just put as you can see here, it's just a little line from the top hitting going to the first line you come to. What I first tried to do was just kind of match the angle that was going on the other side, but what I noticed quickly was as I was doing that, I'm like, oh, look at, you can kind of think of it as you're hollow bowing it all the way down here, so you can see that, right? And then turn, same thing again, all 4 sides. And then here's where I got myself tripped up. And so I will just say what we're going to do. So looking at this one, looking at the upper right, the top horizontal, yeah, horizontal, I always get it mixed up. Horizontal line, the top one. We're going to go from that end and essentially auraing or matching the angle of this line in the upper left, and just take it down until you hit a line and then stop. And then from there, the line underneath that, if you look in this, my bottom here, step 5, we're just going to carry that line over until it meets the one that we just did. So demonstrating might be easier. And then, you get to play and decorate as much as or as little as you want. Okay. And as was mentioned earlier, if you want to, you could, I'm still not gonna. Oh, wait. I do want a blue pen though. Because I am just stubborn like that. Um, if I can find it. Okay, here. Gosh. I want a different pen, but okay. Let me. Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted myself as I was looking for my pen. This is not going to be. Really helps if I have all of my stuff. Didn't we just talk last week about organizing our pens? Did I not have high hopes for myself? There it is. That I would organize my pens a little better. Here we go. Okay. But we talked at the earlier session about penciling in, if you wish to, the grid line, because Mom noticed that on, oops, I can stop the screen share. Well, let me show you first. Mom noticed that on Lisa Ann's sample, it was like, well, where did those grid lines go? I just thought she was very good at disguising them. But as you know, because it's like, well, yeah, but you can't see them in the center, and you normally would if she had penned
or
them
in those outer points.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you see it, you see the Y's. Well, yeah. So anyway, that is up to you. No judgment. It's all good. Me, I will stick with eyeballing it because I like to give everybody hope or something. All right. Here's my grid. And I think the biggest thing with this one is that it can be a bit eyeball confusing. But if we just, it's like, stay calm, it's good. Okay. So here, I'm going to do my first Y. Right? So we have this so you can keep moving it so you can see. All right. So Y. And then turning it, is that counterclockwise? Every time I say that, I think, oh, these poor kids these days, they don't know what that means. Or no, or you understand it, but you don't know where it came from. That'll be what happens. People will look up the etymology of it.
What's a clock?
What's that? Yeah.
What's one way or the other?
Yeah.
Don't numbers just show up?
All right. Everybody got that good so far, I hope. Try to make this so that way you can't see that this is just a piece of paper taped on my desk. And I can't seem to move it in the right direction. There we go. Oh, yep, that's probably it, Deb. Yep, if you had it up there already, yes. Because it was one of those, I did it at the end. And all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, this looks like a cubine or something. Okay, so as I mentioned, yeah, so that should be, I'll have to put a note on there. If the link doesn't work, hit refresh, because sometimes Heather doesn't do things or catch things until the last minute. All right, so this left section, I'm eyeballing the middle, bringing that up, that line there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and bring it over like that. And then, as I mentioned, it's just turn, rinse, repeat. Now, when you do the second one, you could kind of eyeball, hollowbowing it from this line up here. At first, I didn't really worry about it. I was just, it was kind of like, oh, look it, they seem to be lining up. I'm going to try not to worry about it. We'll see if they still line up. And they did. And then I was like, oh, pat myself on the back. Good job, Heather. I felt very accomplished for a moment. Oh, goodness. And taking that all the way around. All right, then. Okay, so here, as I mentioned, coming into the, your center grid line. And like I said, either just working to match that, or you can think hollowbow all the way to this line. And, and sometimes, I mean, depending on how big you're doing it. Oh, did you finish already? And it was just as easy as Octos, Lavender? Good. Or I wasn't sensing any sarcasm, so so good. All right, and we'll do it again. And this is nice because it is just, rinse and repeat However, if you get off on something, then it can become a problem. Or you do like Inez did this morning, and things went awry. And I love Inez's attitude. She's just like, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna do something else until it makes me happy. And she did. And it's fine. Who knows? You might create something else. That's the whole, no mistakes thing. It's just like, well, just keep going. Don't worry about it. Okay, so once you have all of these, at the top done, then, and here's where I was mentioning, is this it? Yeah. So this top line here, and that's what was that our or no, excuse me, fourth step in my book. So from here, you're just taking it down. Try to keep, the similar distance and angle. And if you can't, oh well, fine. Actually, I'm gonna try to make one that's with wonky lines. We'll call it yeah, drunk noodle board. Just keep going with that. Right. Oh, good. Lavender yeah, says somehow these geometric patterns are really easy for me to follow. Yes. All right. And then the last step is this line right here. Just carrying it over. And you could kind of use a take off and land a little bit if you wanted to. So tracing over a little bit of this side and bringing it over until your next line and then just stop. And there we go. Oh my goodness. Look at what mom is doing. Ah, that's a great idea. I might have to copy with a different color. That is a great idea. But then I'll be tempted.
I wonder if I could do a smaller one in the middle yet
That's what
again.
I was just thinking. How many could we do? Well, if you start off big enough, although mine is smaller than yours. Let's see. Tarla says, I got it on the first try and I didn't even get frustrated. And it looks pretty good. Woo! That's awesome. Love it. Yay. Pat yourself on the back. Well, I think you could.
Well, you don't really end up with enough of a square
Oh, okay.
down here, I don't think. I'm not going to try
Yeah.
it.
um, well, but it doesn't have to be because who did it this morning on a rectangle?
That's true.
Or it ended up being well, no, because you could probably take a 5 tile.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, if and I'm so tempted. If your grid is wonky, the rest of it will be wonky, but it might be cool wonky. Well, all wonky is cool. Right. Oh, Diana is going decorative rogue. I love that term. Oh, yeah. Inez she'll have to come up with a. Oh no, I think she has it's a different phrase, but yeah, we'll have to come up with something. That's good. I like that. Decorative rogue. Okay. Yeah, now okay, then I'm to the okay, now what? Well, yeah, the decorating part is up to us. Yeah, I like what you're doing in the middle, but I don't like to copy either. So um yeah, so this morning I did a big flourish in the center. Kind of liked I had this you know what? And it's so funny, Allie. When I was doing this, when I was doing my step out, and I ended up putting flourish in there, but my first thought was to do kind of like what you did. I'm like, oh, I could do the lines and then do the rounding, and that would be really neat inside. And then when you did it, I was like going, see, it would have looked cool. Same brain, exactly. It's very frightening. People should be afraid, very afraid. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. And let's see. Oh, well, no, I'm ready. We're gonna go there. Probably, but they keep coming back, right? This is true. Um, oh, let's see. Yeah, see, and this is where I always run into challenges anyway. Oh. And then sometimes I'm like, I should just have all of my tangles out in front of me because sometimes I don't think, or I should say, it's just it's a struggle. I know all of these tangles that are all in my head. Where do they go? I don't know. Oh wait, let's see. I'm doing it blue. Hmm? Exactly what I'm gonna do. Sort of. He doesn't know what day it is or what time it is. Friends of mine. I will call her back. Whoops. Here we are. Right. Even though they don't have 8. Oh, but wait. Oh no, no, it wouldn't look right. Never mind. I loved the idea of a snowflake. Mine's gonna be an odd snowflake. I am just making stuff up. Because it's fun to make things up. Let's see. And I just should check. Oh, good. Roz, you made it in. Yay, yay. Um. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tedra did this. That's right. Yeah, Tedra did the snowflake this morning. It was so neat. But she promised to make a tree or ornament for me tonight. Okay. Orders in. We'll see. Okay. Kind of doing your snowflake seeds because it's easy. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to for myself and others can. Tedra says in the works. Oh, and Allie says, "By promised." I think she said maybe. So all of a sudden, I'm thinking, maybe I'll come up with another game. This would be just for me, but others could play along. Uh, and make it some kind of a memory game. Uh, for okay, let's play with tangles and let's see if we can um you know like pop quiz. I don't know. A grid pattern, go. A whatever else, go. No, no, no. You like it. Okay. Then it's like, okay, now what? I don't know. Oh, wait, maybe I do. Maybe I do.
So, Heather,
Yes.
I had
Yes.
actually scheduling classes for February,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
February.
Yes,
Yeah, I
and
should be
uh,
thinking that way too.
I I came up with a way for me to teach Razamatanga type class, but I'm
Yeah.
calling it roll of the dice Zentangle.
Okay.
And I'm just going to have uh, take regular dice with me, two, and have 12 patterns
Okay.
and number them, and then
Oh,
do the same thing. We'll roll the dice, and they have to, fit it in somewhere.
okay.
Just to, you know, change
Yeah.
things up. Because other than Joyce and Karen, I don't think nobody else there, is on. Some of them follow your quickie every day, but they don't
Right.
do any of the others. So, but I thought, how clever of me.
That is very clever of you. Well, I mean,
Oh,
it's not like I mean, we came up just up with a, cute name and cards because really
right.
it all stems from I mean, Zentangle put it in their original, you know.
Yeah. And I don't
books.
have that many different tangles to call on, but I do
Well, I
have,
could print you some off.
oh, I know, but I have a lot of sheets that I've
Yeah.
printed out for other reasons.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to, you know, find those and use those and number them and go from there.
Good.
And then well, I can always repeat it because, we're old, we forget. So
I don't want to do the same thing I did, but I still like it. Not calling it Shattuck though. Maybe that's right. So somebody should time. How long does it take Heather to sit and think? Oh, yes, I probably would, Tarla. I would include Knightsbridge. Yeah, I was doing the evil hand ringing. Um,
I don't have a single printed out page with Knightsbridge on it.
easily fixed. All right. I'm, I was thinking frost flower, but I'm just doing the angle, and so I'm not calling it Shattuck.
You're just doing lines,
Just doing what I want.
doing what you want.
Oh, I could do it. Yeah, although who knows?
I meant to ask on your one you did this morning, what did you do different from one side to the other, or did you just not finish it? Because
I just
the right,
it's not finished.
okay, because the right hand side looks so much darker than the left hand side. Oh,
Is it my light?
I think it is your light. Yes, it is. It's your
Yeah,
light.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I used uh the shiny graphite, the regular 9B one.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Yep. It really looks different, but it isn't.
right, right. Okay, so Lavender asks, do you have to put patterns in the different sections?
No,
Nope. You can just color it in solid if you want to.
a lot of people left a lot of them
Oh
blank
yeah.
or put different patterns in.
Mm-hmm. It's whatever you feel like. You know.
Do what you want. Somebody's famous last words.
Yeah. That hashtag thing. Famous well, no. Ellie says, last words, hashtag dead?
I know. I didn't mean it that
No.
way.
It could be last words when you're leaving the room, you know.
Yes.
I do what I want. Door slam. Mic drop.
Yeah, mic drop.
Uh,
It's amazing that that shine from that graphite would make such a difference like that.
yeah.
I
Well,
was
and
I
my
was
light is coming here, is on
yeah.
the left side of the thing, so.
As I was doing this, I was thinking, "Oh, I should try and find mine, the matte ones, and do it too," but then I didn't.
Yeah, so I'm doing frost flower inspired border. So I'm not thinking because what we did earlier, because Lisa Ann had put Shattuck in, in hers. And then so we are all thinking, wait, which way do we do this and that again, and really worried about whatever. And so this is like, no, as long as I have, I have one going this way, the other one is kind of meeting it, and that's all I'm thinking about, and that's just good. But yeah, no, yeah, lavender, yeah, you can, yeah, decorate it however you want. Honestly, I mean, with it the way it is, you could treat it like a stained glass window even. This morning I was that's what I was thinking, and I just remembered. Um, and maybe on a smaller or not version, because I was thinking, well, gosh, what if you enzepled, all of the sections? That could be interesting. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I might try that on another one. Yeah, so yeah, lavender, yeah. So yeah, you could do each color, yeah, each each section a different color. That could be interesting. Or it could be like families of colors. So like in uh, this box, maybe it's yellows, oranges, and then this box could be greens or whatever. Show me and Zeppel the world. Yes. Yeah, yeah. The thought was occurring to me. Okay, so I just have this random thought. Anybody else talk with their hands? Because it's really hard to tangle if you're tempted to do this. You're talking. Well, although y'all are typing, so that's even worse. So you are talking with your hands. Never mind. That was a silly question.
And Zeppel is where you make sections and then go around them in circles again, right?
Yeah, so you would pretend like you're putting a bubble inside each section. And you could divide them up differently or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that in one just because. After I do all of this, what I'm thinking here. This will be as far as I get again. Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant it that way. No, this is complete. It's all done. See? Lavender says, okay, so now you're pushing me a bit because there's
That's
bit
right.
there because
She's not
color eludes me. Well, you don't
yeah.
have to use color. You could do shades of gray. How
Yes, you
many
can.
shades of gray are there? Hmm. 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 I'm gonna dare say lots. Charlotte says 50. I didn't see that movie. Oh, I just wanted to see who had, so that's why I asked the question. Just kidding. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Lavender says 14 according to that one class that we had where we used the kneaded erasers. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Carla says we haven't either, but we've heard of it. Yeah, they did have commercials for it, so I'm with you there. And enough jokes on it to make us in kind of in the know. I need. Let's see. Are you needing any supplies? 'Cause I don't know why. It's like I feel like I have just this one PN blue, and I have like a blue green, but I don't think I have any others that are just this color blue. And I'm thinking, wow, I might have to make a virtual trip to Blix or something. Well, there is one local. And I've heard that you should go, you know, into one to experience it. And I'm very afraid. Actually, Diane, are you on? Because we talked about doing that. I'll save it till then. Oh, she's no, oh, she's not. Okay. Diane and Karen, I will have to go. Oh, okay, yeah, well, online is sometimes that's enough. Because then, I mean, they usually have nice sales, things like that. Good prices, and I like that you can buy the pens. Most of them, individual. They have the open stock, but their prices are way better than Michaels and all that. Oh, hey, have you gone, Charlotte? Yeah, yeah. I have not gone. I think I have one in Dearborn. Jen, what are you doing? She says, I can't handle this level of fun, darn it. The drawing and then the talking about pens at the same time. I know, I'm sorry. We should behave something.
What fun would that be?
Oh man. There's a Big Bang Theory way, like after the show. I mean, a street.
That's the name of a street? Big Bend Driveway. Well, that's California, right?
Yeah. Is that where was the show based? Was it then?
I
Oh,
don't
it was
know.
filmed in Pasadena. Okay.
That's why
Neat.
they call it that.
Neat. That show.
Heather's brother marched in the Rose Bowl parade one year with his high school band he was working with.
Oh, I think I knew that. But did he go all the way to California?
Yeah,
Oh,
Jenny
okay.
went too.
Okay.
I mean, he was working, but she got to go with.
Okay.
But he told them he wasn't going to go because they got engaged on New Year's Eve, and that was their kind of like their anniversary, and it was going to be like $3,000 or something for her to go, and he said, "No,
Oh,
I can't afford that. I'm not going." And then they paid for her whole trip.
whoa, nice. Nice. Oh, and so Jen grew up there. Neat, neat. Oh, Jen says it's overrated. Wait. Uh oh, Chulami says when I'm in a Blick City, that's funny. I'm compelled to make I see when okay, a city that has Blick in it. I'm compelled to make a pilgrimage. Oh, that's funny. Well, I will have to go. And am I doing? Oh no. Okay. Wait a minute. For a minute, because I made this line accidentally go right in line with the others, and I really got my eyeballs all confused. I thought, oh, did I just go over where I shouldn't have gone over? I didn't. That is funny. Oh, Debbie works right up the street from behind the Rose Bowl Stadium. Wow.
Uh,
Wow. Yeah, that's funny. I think yeah, it's funny. I don't seem to remember it that vividly, but now that you mention, I seem like I did remember like trying to watch it or
it was
something.
when he worked with Plymouth Canton Marching Band.
Yeah.
They were invited to go. I don't like the way this is looking.
What? I don't
It's
know.
okay. I have to
I
do
like
some.
it. Hmm. Okay, I've got one more side. Yeah, this is taking me all the time to do this, but that's okay. Yeah, I agree. Charlotte says that looks amazing to them. Maybe when you get to doing some shading.
Well, I've already
Oh no,
done
you
some
have done
shading.
some. Yeah. Huh. Do you need to fill the interstices of the pin? Oh my gosh, too many words and too many syllables. The gaps in the print tops? That would give you
Um,
some contrast.
I think that I don't want it
That dark.
that dark.
Ah.
See if this.
Ooh. Yeah. 6 minutes to showtime.
What?
Okay, I got 6 minutes to get this. See, this is all that I intend. I'm just kidding. I like to give myself extra homework. Time goes so fast because we're having way too much fun, which is a good thing, I do suppose. Let's see. Um, oh, Shuli says in Atlanta at the Dick Blick store, they didn't have any of the items promoted in the Blick sale email. Shame for shame. But with dedication, I managed to still find loot to buy. Oh, that's great. And hi, Wendy. All right, if you are just joining us, I'll put in the chat what we're doing. I like it when if I can make it in and out of a store and either only get what I intended or if they don't have what I intended, as long as it's one of the up the street stores, so it's not like I've went out of my way, come back with nothing. Like, oh, look at me. Although, let's see. That you know what, Kim, I am with you there. But then they get smarter on the online shopping. Oh, I should. Well, hold on one. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me pause so I can show my. I can show also, y'all. Ooh, Ooh, I should use this as an inspiration for a tangle. I don't think it exists.
We don't know what you're
Maybe.
talking about yet.
Well, because because we're talking about shopping, it's like, yeah, and I try to do the curbside also, because I gotten such a great habit of, you know, avoiding the impulse buy and all of that. But so mom, but then I said then the online shopping sometimes, although yeah, sometimes. Because so Kira and I were making cards and I'm like, what? We don't have, this is called Star of Wonder, but look at this.
What is that? Did you buy that?
Yeah, I bought
Wait,
the die.
neat.
But even if I just used boop, that alone is just
Yeah,
so pretty. Because I
and
so we
that
played.
wasn't
I got it on where'd I get it? eBay because they had the best price.
that was an impulse buy.
Well, sort of. It was just like Karen and I were making cards. I was like,
Maybe
it
a
does look like
struggle.
nice. Yeah, it does. No, because we were making, working on my Christmas cards, and well, she was looking for, a star like this. I'm going, well, I thought we had
I
that.
was amazed. I was doing something and I looked in all the punches I had at OPC and all the punches I had here at home and couldn't find a decent star the size I needed.
Yes.
I found stars, but they were either way too big or way too small or
Yeah, or just like I
that's
said,
a
well, I have
pretty.
this, but that's not the kind of star that you want on,
No.
top of a tree or in anything. Oh yeah, so maybe I'll do a nice variation or something because it's just really nice. It's nice, nice with a G. Um, but yeah, so then it was like, oh, I don't have one of those, so I have to, of course, grab my phone and say, well, let's see, does one exist? Because how could I not have that in my collection of things? So then I had to get it, but I wanted it quick, and on eBay had it new, cheaper, and it got here today.
Wow.
Yay! Look at that. And so now we'll see how many cards I get because I had a whole different idea, and but
Before you got
there
the
we go.
star.
Right, right. Oh, so neat. Okay, so let's see. Well, let's do some shadings. And oh, too light. Went through this before. Just right. Although it is showtime. So we shall see. Oh my gosh, Allie. Gorgeous. Indigo. Oh, these are gorgeous. Yeah, open up your webcams. That's perfect. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, and I should the angle.
Well, this one has a lot more work to do, but I'm not doing it.
It's
At
nice.
least
Well,
not tonight
these are great. Well,
or
Allie had the whole.
tomorrow.
Allie, were you thinking stained glass?
I was going to say that's what hers looks like.
It's very nice. All right, we'll keep them coming. Very cool. Right, I'm gonna make it. Oops, where's Tedra's? I see. I just see a black screen. Oh, there it is. Oh, she was going for the big reveal. Oh my gosh. All right. Oops, and this camera is, well, maybe it's a bandwidth thing. All right, hold them steady. We'll get what we can get here. Oh, they're so nice. Perfect. Waited just the right amount of time. Although it's a little blurry, but it's still good. All right, got them. Whee! All right, let's share. These are so great. Oh, sure, share. Right, and then we'll turn off our webcams as soon as I figure out how to share my screen. I've only been doing this for a couple weeks now. Some days, you know, it just feels like it. Oh my goodness, goodness. Oh, well, and then of course some of them got a little off center, but that's okay. It adds to the excitement when we see the posting. All right. And speaking of, we'll just go right on Allie's there. That is nice. You know, and you know what? What? Oh, so lavender. Here's a thought. You know, if you, I mean, looking at Allie's, you know, if you just pick a couple colors, you don't have to get fancy. But you know, see how neat that is, and maybe it could be a little inroads. But at the same time, you don't have to use color. Zentangle was, you know, created to, you know, uh, the how did they word it? The tangles were like the colors, so the different densities. That's how they viewed it, and then of course, you know, of course. So, but that just a thought for you.
Yeah, I
Um,
like to just take two colors,
mhm.
sometimes a light and dark shade of the same color, and just use them interchangeably and even use them for shading.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, no, shoe limit. Yours is at the bottom. That is yours, right? Because we have had. Okay, good. Because we've had where the names are wrong, you know, which I don't understand. But go ahead, Mom. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I sometimes take two colors, a light and dark of the same color,
Mm-hmm.
and use them interchangeably. And, instead of using 10 million different colors, just
Yeah,
use two. And you can even use them for shading.
yeah. You know, and maybe we should have, have a little focus, like we talked about, maybe having a class on chops, but maybe we have a class where we talk, you know, a little bit more about color or something. I don't know. We'll have to throw that up the flagpole. Sharon, beautiful. Really.
Where
Okay.
are we?
I'm looking at Sharon Peas.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, and so and if you did, yeah, if you did some of it with a pencil there, then you could erase it and get, yeah, like what, because that looks like the octose, but not at the same time. Yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, that's I was thinking that, you know, yeah, if you did that with the pencil, so you have that nice clean inner part where you could put something, or like mom mentioned at the earlier session, you could cut that out and put a picture inside. That could
Yeah.
be neat too. Kathy, wow. Oh, I love all of the little dots. The perfing on that. Oh, you guys must be sitting right next to each other. Look at they did the same thing. With just where it just looks like the two weaved together. Neat. And Jen. Wow. Just wow. That wasn't the one you were working on this morning, was it? I really love that. You know what? Oh, it is. Wow. I'm oh yeah, and by aura-ing the outside, it just okay, it's just amazing. And having the shaddock on that outer extra three-dimensional. Wow. And Rosemary. Oh my gosh.
Is Rosemary back?
Yes, she is. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Love it with the Zen bossing. So gorgeous. And then, you know, then the frame too, and then having that shaded. So it just adds to it. Oh, love it, love it. And Karen, wow. Oh, they're all amazing. And I love how you shaded that, and so that it looks like a shadow box.
Yeah, that
Ah,
I was trying to do that on mine, and I don't think I achieved it.
oh, really neat though. And then too, then the way you have, this looks like a wood frame, with the aura-ing in there, and then the one with the print tops, it looks like it's ribbon decorating it. Just neat. Love it. And Debbie, wow. No, wait, did you? Is one of those from this morning? I'm like, otherwise, you win for overachieving. And I love the flux shapes coming out from the sides of um, the second one. I think you did the one on the left in the this morning, if I'm remembering. I liked all those orange sections. That was neat. And Diana Redmond. Wow. And it's just so funny because it's like, the tangle itself on all of them are amazing. And then it's the decorating part. So beautiful. Oh, and I like how, what is this? Is this Nayu, I think, in the middle? And I like how she extended the lines.
Mhm.
Oh, neat. And Tedra, such the artist with the Grinch hand. And his heart, and his heart grew 3 times that day, or however many times it grew, I forget. Oh, love it. 3 sizes, yes. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. Wow, wow, wow. And Kim's neat. Oh, I like your decorations in that um in the one box, in the one square. Neat, neat. Wow, and Storms, yours looks like a spiral going into the inside.
Oh, it does.
If you did something different, I don't know, you might have to make step outs for what you did. That is cool. And Tarla, oh, so pretty. And I like the I want to say Elfie, but it's not that. It's something close to that Tom has in the middle of his. That's a neat one. And Carla, oh, yeah, that one. Epheles. Yeah. I have to think too hard on how to pronounce it. Oh, yeah. And Carla, beautiful, beautiful. You could almost, I mean, for those that can do art, because it almost looks like it could be a fancy, you could be looking out a window and you have this fancy decorated inside window. I'm thinking, and it's just like the pane when you have the cross. And Shulamit, love it, love it. I had this thought, earlier as well. It's like you could put little dots on the sides and kind of steampunk it, sort of, or make
And
it look
that's
more like wood.
and that looks like that's what she did.
Yeah, yeah, this has some perfing on some of the sides. That's her state of mind. But you know what? Well, it's lovely. It really is. Okay, Jen, we will see you Thursday. That's lovely. And Diana, nice. What was yours? Decorative rogue. Said she was going. Nicely done. And Donna, oh my gosh, wait.
I need paint, Heather.
What's that?
That's all paint.
Oh, it's a lot of paint. It's very pretty. We love it. Donna, wow. I'm looking at, okay. Oh, I guess you did a diamond, then a box, then a diamond, or a diamond, then a square, but it kind of gives that impression, kind of like you were doing the insides, but that's really neat what Donna did there. just keeps going and going. I like both centers. Those are neat. Oh my gosh, these are just amazing. Wow. Very cool. I am amazed. Well, no. No. That comes off wrong. I'm not amazed in the fact that, oh, look it. It's I'm in awe of what you guys have done. Oh, so fun. All right. Very, very cool. All right. Well, let us say goodbye to the recording.